I was telling Evan, my co-host, I saw you at this is years ago. I saw you at the Playboy Mansion.
Oh yeah, the Playboy Mansion. I was there a lot.
You were buff, you were like a Roman gladiator. Your body was showing and stuff.
Hell yeah, Willie.
Oh yeah.
All the girls looking at
I love
Willie.
that.
I spent many days at the Playboy Mansion. That was a great place.
Wow.
Oh yeah, wow.
Good place, man.
Wow. Oh man, so this is an awesome episode of Hotboxin with Evan Britton, man, and we got the one and only Evan. Put it down on us, Evan. Introduce him, Evan.
The one and only Super Bowl champ, fastest man in NFL history, Willie Gault.
What's up? What's
The
up?
fastest man in NFL history, Willie.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm sure
At
there's
least
people.
one of them.
Right.
Really?
I mean,
At least one
arguably,
of
but one of them, right?
Hell yeah.
Top 2 or 3.
So tell me that. What speed do you have to accomplish to establish that?
Okay, so this is it, guys. There is TV speed and then there's real speed in the National Football League. Real speed, okay. So when you go talk about real speed, speed is measured by the 100 meters in any Olympics. So if you talk about people who played in the National Football League who ran great 100-meter times, you talk about Bob Hayes, of course, who was a world record holder, 995.
Jump too.
Absolutely. And, the guy now who's in the league who plays at Kansas City, he's run 9.9. He's good. Cheetah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's
Tyreek
Hill. Yeah, he's good.
Lightning.
When you talk about real speed, you got Sam Grady, you got myself, you got Ron Brown, you got James Jett.
badass.
How about Skeets Nehemiah?
Skeets Nehemiah was...
He was hurdles.
He was hurdle, but he was fast, but he wasn't... He was probably 10 flat, 10-1,
Okay,
which is
okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
What about the Rocket?
Rocket was quick.
What about his brother?
Which one?
His brother was quick too.
But Rocket was quicker.
Yeah.
But if you talk about top 10, I'm not sure Rocket makes the top 10.
Yeah, I could do that.
Dale Green makes the top 10. Dale ran 10, I think 10, 12, 10, 18. But when you talk about real speed, it's different. I mean, newscasters say, oh my gosh, he's fast just because he caught someone who was much slower. So it makes someone appear to be fast. But real speed is something that is God-given.
Real speed to me is two guys who claim they're the best in the world and they're going
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, and that's what it is. And that's a Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Because people say, oh, Usain Bolt, people can beat Usain Bolt in football. I go, you have no idea. It's not even close. First of all, in track, you go off a gun, so your reaction time is a little bit different. In football, it's off your reaction time, so your time will be quicker. So you actually gain
Who was that
probably 10
last
of a
guy that
second.
beat Usain Bolt? What's his name again?
You're talking about Justin Gatlin?
With the Gatlin.
Yeah. But it was his twilight years. I mean, it's like when he was at his top, when he ran 9.59, no one was close. Wow. I mean, Tyson Gay was the closest, and he ran 9.6. So, but Usain Bolt is a different animal because he's so
that's
tall.
Like incredible speed.
Oh
right?
yeah.
That's like unheard of speed
it's unheard
for
of.
human beings.
Well,
right?
especially Mike because he's so tall.
He's
6'5", 6'6", right?
Yeah.
And think about it. A guy 6'6" is in front of a guy who's 5'8" at 30 meters.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to work that way.
Not supposed to work that way. But, he's an anomaly. He's really fast, and he's great talent. And a great guy, happy guy,
Yeah, he's
enjoys
awesome,
life,
man.
for sure.
He'd
but that's
be a
real
good
sports.
guest on the pod.
Oh, he'd be a great guest. He's
Usain.
Jamaica man.
Yeah, brother.
That must have been incredible because he had a lot of pressure on him back then.
Of course. But he was so
Ty-
confident.
With the guy, Tyson was asking what
Yeah.
the other guy. after he took him out.
Tyson Gay,
the other guy.
Justin
Gatlin.
Gatlin.
was
Oh, yeah,
tough,
absolutely. And also his countryman. What's his name? Safa Powell.
Fuck.
Yeah, Safa Powell ran 9.72. And then Johan Blake. Johan Blake was 9.6. See, those guys are in different stratosphere. There's 9.6. There's like 4 or 5 guys, 6 guys maybe, 7 guys. And then there's 9.9, 9.8, and then there's 10 and above. So
tell me, what do you think? How do you recover from that after the race is over? How do you recover? How do your body feel from this?
Well, see, this is the thing. People don't see all the hard work. I mean, when you go out and box, Mike, people just see the results. Like, he go out and knock out.
Shit.
It's the same
absolutely
thing.
right.
I mean, you got 3 months or 4 months of training.
And during that process, you're getting your ass kicked.
Exactly. Absolutely. Same thing in track. I mean, think about it.
You ain't looking pretty.
In track, we start in November. We start November 1st to run in June. So November, December, January, February, March, we're kicking butt. We're on the beach. We're at the park. We're running hills. We're doing weights. We're pushing. I mean, everything. So what happens is when you run 100 meters, you run further in practice. You run 300, 400s, 500s to get ready to run a 100. So when you run 100, you can recover faster because you've already done it. So it's a lot of training. I mean, a lot of training goes into that. People don't realize. They just see the end result.
Yeah.
So as a real athlete, we all know, we've been there. it's not what you see on Sunday or what you see on the Saturday night when the boxing. It's all the stuff
Do
before.
you have those guys
Monday
that-
through Friday.
You know, and I'm sure you have them in football too. We have them, but those guys that could get in the gym and could beat everybody, that kick the champ, kick everybody, and then you put them in front of a screen, put them in front of some people, put some lights on, put some popcorn. They fucking fail.
They're called practice. They're practice pros. Right?
Yeah,
Exactly,
what
right.
kind of
Practice
people
squad
are those?
heroes,
You get those
man.
guys,
Right. Oh,
these
yeah.
guys probably running like hell, but get on the track and can't do
Can't bust it.
anything.
We have a guy one right now who is he says he's from Trinidad, but we have no idea where he's from. And he claims he's run 10.4 before in 100 meters, but at practice, I mean, he just practices, never runs. So I think he's afraid to run, really, because he doesn't really want to expose himself before what he runs. I want to run. I want to
That
run against the
pressure,
best.
yeah, that
Exactly. I want
pressure,
to run
though,
against the
dude.
best to push myself. So
Hell yeah,
But yeah,
dude.
absolutely. Called
Oh
practice
my God.
players. Practice
I'd be
players.
so pissed off, especially being an offensive lineman and going against the DNs every day.
Right.
And like, dude will throw some nasty
Oh, yeah.
pass rush move on
Absolutely,
me, right? In
for sure.
practice. Beat the hell out of me. And then we get into the games, I'm watching him, he's just getting ragdolled by
Exactly.
this guy on the other team.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, that dude sucks.
Right.
That's the same thing I say in the fight.
Right.
Like, whip my ass in the gym. I saw him with this bum knocking him down.
Right, exactly, right.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
What are you
exactly.
doing?
I know. Because the nerve, I mean, I think it's the nerve, the pressure of competing. Because competing
Yeah.
is different than
The
practice.
pressure. That's
Yeah.
what
When you-
makes
right.
that's what make the champions
Absolutely.
different from the great
When,
fighters.
right.
You know?
When you practice, you're practicing. But when it's for real, it's for real. You know,
Yeah.
and that's a different animal. We
Yeah.
all know that because we've been there. So
It's
absolutely.
interesting, man.
It's
'Cause
very
in
interesting.
In the competition, that's when all of that training just happens
Oh,
because
yeah.
you're not thinking in a game.
You're not thinking the game. You just
Yeah.
it's reacting.
It's just
What
all
did you think about
reactions.
Carl Lewis in his day?
Carl Lewis. Okay,
a
I'll tell you
bad
something about
boy,
Carl.
too.
Carl Lewis was great. Carl Lewis and I actually made the first junior Olympic team together. And then we made the first Olympic team together. We broke the world's record together in a 4x100 meter relay. Carl ran anchor, I ran second, and in Helsinki in 1983. It was the first time any team ever had gone under 38 seconds. We ran 37.86. I ran second, Carl ran anchor, Emmett King from Alabama ran first, Calvin Smith ran third. And it was amazing in Helsinki. But Carl was a guy, of course, Carl was the Usain Bolt of his time. I mean, he was undefeated in 100, 200, long jump. He had, records, and he was just an amazing athlete, really, really amazing athlete. Yeah.
And he
No
worked
doubt.
out pretty good too.
Oh yeah,
Good
Carl
trainer,
worked
huh?
out, trained a lot because he ran long jump and he ran 100 and 200, so you had to. I mean, in track and field, you can't hide, because it's you
Yeah.
against the clock.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
you don't do the work, then the time is not going to show. So Carl had to work hard, and I've been around some amazing guys like Walter Payton, of course, in Chicago. Walter Payton is. I met Walter before I was drafted by the Bears, and so we had become friends. And so when I got there to have that friendship with him and see the way he trained and the way he worked, it was amazing. And this guy was so strong.
Did you ever
Animal.
train with him?
Animal. Oh yeah.
He
Well,
had told me when
running
he
the
he
hills?
told me he
Yeah,
told
the
us,
hills,
he
exactly.
said, Mike, me and you have to work out.
Exactly.
We gotta get you back in
Yeah,
shape.
yeah, man. Mike.
Did he
was
say
crazy.
that to you?
Yeah.
That's
He
so
was amazing.
That's amazing, dude.
Walter was one of he first of all, he was a practical joker. He would do anything. You wouldn't know what was happening. All of a sudden, a bomb or firecrackers would go off at your feet or something
Oh,
like that. He was really
shit.
crazy.
Yeah,
But
fuck with you.
oh yeah,
That's
he would.
fucked up.
But he was so strong. His forearms was like this wood here.
He was an
So he
animal.
hit
He
someone
was
like that.
incredible.
Oh yeah,
Always in shape.
Always in shape.
Dude.
Remember that hill he also
Oh
did?
yeah,
It's always
the
called
hill.
that run up there.
Yeah,
He was
run the
an
hill.
animal. Fucking
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah,
I'll
we
tell
do
you-
hills up sand too, which is oh my gosh, Mike, it kills you.
You ever worked?
Oh,
you
the
ever
hills.
played against Lawrence Taylor?
Oh my! Oh, I got a great Lawrence Taylor
I
story.
know you gotta have a story with that guy.
Okay, so
us with that,
So
dude.
okay, Lawrence Taylor and I, they won the Super Bowl the year after we won it. So we were matched on a Monday Night Football game, the first game of the year, of the two Super Bowl champions. So I played a flanker, so I was on the left side, and Lawrence landed on the left side of his defense. So the coach called a play where I had to go back and crack back on Lawrence.
Oh,
So I was
fuck.
probably from here to the wall to Lawrence, which is about 20 feet. So the first time he called it, I go in, Lawrence didn't see me. I hit him here. I knock him down on the ground.
Shit,
Oh my gosh!
Willie.
He gets up cursing me out. He's like, "You little motherfucker! I'm gonna kill you!" and then he goes over to the coach. He goes over to the Coach Dick and start cursing Coach Dick out. If you ever call that play again, I'll fuck you up.
I
Coach."
remember seeing this.
Exactly. And
I've
then
seen
so
this.
so Mike, the coach called the very same play the very next time. Okay, so I line up again. Lawrence look at me and go, "Oh, you gonna do the same thing?" I go,
Yeah.
"Oh shoot, I hope."
Oh, shit.
So as soon as the ball snapped, I go towards Lawrence. He turns around, just like that in my head. I went, knocked me out. I said, I told you I was going to get you. I told you, little man.
Dude, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
that. Was so fun. And Lawrence and I talked about that about 3 or 4 months ago. We laughed about it. It was really fun.
Mike, that's the worst thing.
Listen, I saw this thing to the life and times of LT. This guy was in.
Right.
This guy's not human.
He was he was great.
Well, you guys are very similar, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
God,
Mike, you weren't human either, Mike, believe me.
Yeah.
You were amazing, Mike. I mean, just, you beat guys before they go in the ring, really.
Yeah,
because they were intimidation. And Lawrence was like that. I mean, offensive tackles.
Trying to intimidate you.
Of course.
I'm going to kill you, little
Of course. Oh, yeah.
Dude, Lawrence Taylor
if you
is
ever
the
do
reason.
that again, I'm going to kill you. Dude, I got to do what I got to do. But, you know, it was not pretty, though.
Man,
the first time I got
he's on the field talking shit. That
Oh, yeah.
Kill you.
Oh, yeah,
He's a
no. Always.
LT, man.
Always, for sure. It was crazy. The
LT.
first time I got him, though, I knocked him down, man. He was not happy.
Oh, my God.
But that was my badge. It's like, because I don't do that. I mean, I was a little guy. I was a small guy.
That's one of the nastiest plays, man,
in
the NFL is those crackback plays.
And you got to hit them high. You can't hit them low.
Oh, yeah, you got to fuck him up.
I hit him like right here in the shoulders in this area, which was really hard, but he didn't see it off balance because he was looking this way.
Yeah.
Bam!
Oh, yeah.
Man, he got up, Mike. He was. I almost ran to the locker room. I was like, man, you. But we joke about it now.
I got to tell you guys a story. It's the worst bit of hazing that I ever experienced or saw. It was secondhand. But when we were on the Bears,
right,
it was training camp, and we'd go to
in Plattsville.
Yeah,
exactly.
And one morning, our rookie O lineman Kyle Long, he's late. He's late, and like we're all ready to go out to practice, padded up, taped up. You know, it takes a fucking hour to get ready for football practice.
Right.
We're all ready to go, about to get on the field, and Kyle comes pulling up in a golf cart with some assistant, and he's like, he looks exhausted. We're like, dude, did you go out fucking partying all night? And he's like, dude, I had to sleep in my car. And we're like, what the fuck? Why did you do that? And he said, well, last night when we went back to our rooms, I got in my bed and I'm just sitting there looking at my playbook, and all of a sudden I see this movement on my blanket. There was a tarantula in my bed. One of the vets had gone and put a fucking tarantula in the dude's bed.
Oh my gosh!
Before he got back to his room. I was like,
do that?
Crazy.
Because that's what they do.
That's
to
what
fuck
they do.
with
That's
you.
crazy.
I didn't sleep the next night because I was like, motherfucker, that thing's probably running around here now.
Probably, absolutely. That's crazy. Training camp stories are crazy. Did they make you sing your alma mater?
Oh yeah, I had to do that.
Okay, so to do that. So Mike, when a rookie comes into the league, they usually make them sing the alma mater in front of the whole team. So they always mess with rookies. They make them pay for stuff. They make them do everything. It was crazy. I mean, that's the way it goes with rookies.
Yes.
Funny. I mean, I have some stories with the Bears. Are crazy.
Tell me about
McMahon.
Barry Sanders.
Oh my gosh, Barry Sanders
Did he fake your team out?
Oh my gosh.
The guy, the tackle.
Oh, of course. I used to, you know what, Mike? I used to sit there. I used to sit there and watch Barry on our defense while he was there. The offense was the defense was there, and Barry was crazy. He was crazy. His moves, because he's so low to the ground. I mean, he make moves and guys go here and he's over there. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, Barry's unbelievable.
I mean, if he didn't retire, he'd probably have 20,000 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, he was amazing. Just a great guy. And of course, Jim McMahon was our quarterback, who was really crazy.
Yeah, he was nuts.
McMahon, well, still is. I can't say was. He still is crazy. Jim is crazy. I see him on the golf course.
Jim's a man.
He's crazy. He was good though. But you know what? Jim was right for our team at that time.
Yeah, he was perfect.
We had Ditka, who was crazy, and McMahon, who was crazy. So they both were like butt heads, but they were good for each other.
What the guy you had was from Browns, Otis
Wilson?
Yeah.
Otis was amazing.
Yeah, he's
that
from my
boy was crazy. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Otis. I still stay in touch with Otis. Otis was great, man.
Awesome.
I mean, we had three of the greatest linebackers when you think about it. You had Otis Wilson, Mike Singletary, and Wilbur Marshall. Those guys, I mean, I would take those guys over anybody. Those guys were amazing.
Best defense in the history of the league.
I think arguably one of the best defenses in the history of the league, because they could do so much. That 46 defense just put so much pressure on guys. I mean, those guys, they worked hard. We train after practice. Even we have a hard practice. We stay out there another 20, 30 minutes going through drills and running and doing extra things. So we really were dedicated to winning.
I want to talk to you about the Bears, because the Chicago fans, they're some of the best fans in the world.
You were in 85, huh?
Pardon on. 85 Bears were great.
They're just, and the funny thing is about the Bears is when I came there, They had a good year. I think they made it to the playoffs, but they had just released Urlacher, so there was a lot of tension. But it's still like, no matter how the Bears do, it's like last year was the 85 Bears.
Right.
And this year we're going back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, until that happens again, I think the 85 Bears will be revered because think about it, guys.
Totally, man.
The city hadn't won a championship in almost 60 years.
Yeah.
Since 1960 or whatever.
Yes.
So the 85 Bears came, and Chicago was always known as the second city, you know, and people thought, oh, well, there's New York, there's L.A.,
right.
Oh, there's Dallas, oh, Chicago somewhere. But so we sort of embottled what championships were made of, and we brought the interest of the entire world.
Yeah.
I mean, we did the Super Bowl Shuffle, which is a video
Yeah,
I helped produce.
Watched it yesterday.
Right,
Watched
exactly.
it yesterday.
Yeah, and I helped produce and direct that and write that, and
Hell
so
yeah, bro.
we became like the folk hero around the world.
Yeah.
So the interest of the NFL grew, I think, by 30 or 40% that year, and so we also helped save football that year because we
That's really
brought
cool.
life back into the league. It was
They
amazing.
got, maybe you saw the refrigerator made a touchdown.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the fridge.
yeah, absolutely.
the
Yeah, he
fridge.
was amazing.
How's he doing now?
Passed away. Didn't
No,
he?
he didn't. He's actually he almost, but he
He had a
actually
heart attack or
sick. He had, I think, he had a stroke.
I thought he was sick.
Yeah,
and
he
passed
lost.
away.
He was down to like 190 or 200 pounds, but now he's
Oh,
back
wow.
up at 300 and something. So, but he has his challenges. But
Yeah.
think about it. Fridge was 360, 370 pounds. We called him Biscuit because we say he was a biscuit away from 400. Fridge could stand.
Biscuit away.
I remember that.
Exactly. Fridge could stand underneath. Fridge could stand underneath a goalpost and jump and dunk the ball.
Freak athlete.
Yeah, 6'1",
Freak
6'2",
athlete.
360 pounds.
Freak athlete.
Think about it.
Explosive.
Oh yeah, explosive. He,
Yeah.
I mean, his thighs is like this big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Totally, dude.
he ran for a touchdown. He tried to throw for a
beastie
touchdown.
tackle.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
I mean-
caught a touchdown. But no, he was good. He was really good. Good tackle. We had a
All
good
right.
team.
Let's talk about your stories with Hugh. Hef.
My stories with Hugh.
Yeah.
Which Hugh?
Parties at the
Did
Playboy
he ever
Mansion,
give any of
dude.
his girls? Because normally, I've been places where guys are in strong figures in their country or wherever that they could actually say, "Hey, will you please go with Mike? Make him happy."
Make them happy. Let's say this. I had fun at the Playboy Mansion. I mean, I was there. I started going when I was in college. I could make the Playboy All-American team.
Oh, sweet.
So I started
You got
going
invited.
in college before I got drafted in '83. So I was at the Playboy Mansion from '79 to maybe a couple years ago. So I've seen everything at the Playboy Mansion. Seen everything, sort of done everything. So it's a really
The grotto.
amazing place. Oh, Grotto is the Grotto is great.
I left
Grotto's the grotto.
I came there late. I was always high and fell asleep. I was hoping I wasn't farting. while
just
I was
passed out?
Yeah, fuck, I passed out. Everybody's watching television. I'm passing out. And
Exactly.
I hope I wasn't farting. Oh, fuck, I'm sleeping. Nobody wake me up. Oh,
I was always wide awake and understood what was happening. So it was good. But it was a great place. I mean, it's a male's paradise, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
And it's a place where I think you sort of leave your egos at the door and just go in from a fantasy standpoint and just enjoy it and not get caught up in to who's not there, who's there, whatever, and just enjoy yourself by being there. It was great. But he was a great guy.
wasn't he?
It was.
Sounds cool.
Oh,
always looked at it from this perspective. He didn't know me well. He probably knew my name, but he didn't know me well. But he always showed me respect.
Exactly.
Family,
You?
Absolutely.
Whole family always showed me
Yep.
respect. Brought me in.
Absolutely.
Brought food to me. Gave
Yep.
me food. You know what I mean? Asked me to sit.
Took care of you.
He's an awesome guy.
That's awesome.
And
Act like he knew me all his
exactly
life.
the parties.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to like 4th of July parties. I would go and movie night and movies with them, and some of the other stuff
Dope
like
as
Midsummer
hell.
Night
Yeah, I went to
Dream.
movies.
Yeah, the movie nights.
What
and stuff.
movies?
I don't remember.
You don't even
Whatever.
remember.
I don't remember the
Yeah,
movie.
so-
The movie was not important. it was just
Yeah,
everything
fuck the
around.
movie.
Yeah,
Right,
just
exactly.
the fact that we're all together.
All right, exactly. Yeah, absolutely, it's cool. And it's at the Playboy Mansion in Beverly Hills. I mean, come on, guys, it's Playboy
They had
Mansion.
some nice
Oh yeah,
ladies, really nice.
Oh,
that's an
shit.
understatement. Oh yeah, he had some beautiful ladies there. They were all great, and they loved him, because he was the American, someone of the American dream. He was awesome, and he treated them nicely. I mean, they got what they wanted. He helped them out in their careers and just their rent. I mean, just all that stuff. It's just part of
No, that's
it.
what I did when I had all that fucking money. I was helping girls out. You need a
I know,
car,
I know,
need to
Mike,
rent
I heard
out.
about that.
Fuck, that's what I was. I don't blame her.
Very
That's-
generous. Very charitable.
Oh man, yeah. Fuck, everybody does that, right? Yeah, take a car.
He didn't want a car. You want your parts?
house?
House?
Everybody does that.
You're poor, you're wealthy. What the fuck?
Why not share the wealth, right?
That's the beautiful part about Mike, man.
Right.
His heart.
Oh yeah. No, I know Mike. I know Mike has a heart of gold.
Yeah,
I mean, Mike, you might not remember this or know this, but I was in boxing for a little while. I was a manager. I managed a guy named Layman Brewster, who you know.
I knew Layman Brewster. He married the actress. The actress.
Right, Shatina, right, Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold.
Tisha Arnold. And I managed Layman from 0 to 11. I was his manager, yeah. I trained him on the beach every day. We went to the gym, Gold's Gym, and lift weights.
But then when he gets those other guys, they got 11. They start talking in his head.
Yeah, he went 11-0. Then he saw Simon, who just passed away a couple years ago. He came in and bought him out, and just he left, and then that was it. So, but yeah, I love boxing.
Yeah, boxing's pretty cool.
Mike, I love boxing. I'm a boxing aficionado. I mean, I've watched every one of your fights.
Thank you.
I watched every one. If I saw some of them live, I saw most of them on the TV, and then I saw videos. But I just when I first met you, you may not remember, it was in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
It was a charity event. And I came up to you and I say, Mike, hi, Willie Gault. You go, Will, I know who you are. I'm a fan, and we talked about that. It was cool. So it was like really cool to finally meet you and to interact with you, which was great. And
that's how you were starting to do a lot of acting and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was doing a lot of acting and television stuff. I was on the TV series for a couple of years. I was on the West Wing a couple of years, and so now I'm shooting a documentary on my life. So, and afterwards we're gonna get you to say a couple of things, but I'm shooting a documentary, and I'm doing it myself. So we're taking about 2 or 3 years to really do it right, and it's gonna be interesting.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I've done a lot in my life. I mean, I made 2 Olympic teams. I made the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics.
And you were on the team that boycotted the 80 Olympics.
80 Olympics.
1980?
And then, 1980.
God,
Tell us about that.
Man?
Yeah,
I
dude.
was like 10.
You 14.
Like 19?
16 in 1980, man.
I was 19 in 1980.
Are you
Wow.
serious?
Yeah, man. It was. I was Carl Lewis, myself, Ronaldo Nehemiah, Edwin Moses. Moses was amazing.
He's the coolest fucking guy.
Oh, he's cool.
He's so smooth. He's like one of those Zen guys.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he's one of those smooth guys. You see him say a word.
Mike, he was undefeated for like 120 races, which is almost
crazy.
Unheard of.
That's like them old time races,
in the 400-meter hurdles, which is a crazy technical event. But Mike, he was a...
The only thing he was doing was weed, right? Be honest. He's too mellow not to smoke weed. But he's too cool not to smoke.
He was
he's
cool.
Too fucking cool.
He is really cool.
He got edge because he's too fucking cool.
He's really cool.
He's so cool. He's edgy.
He's so cool. He's edgy. He's edgy cool. Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
hell yeah.
But he was amazing. So we all made that team together, man. We went to, we had an alternate game, which has an asterisk. I won a gold medal in that game, which was an asterisk, but we had actually more countries participate than the actual Olympic Games in Moscow in 80. We boycotted because the Russians were in Afghanistan. So President Carter thought we shouldn't go, which we all thought we should go and beat them in their own home field.
Exactly.
But the bad thing about it is that the winter Olympic team in 1980 went to the Olympics.
Yeah.
The summer we didn't.
The hockey guys.
Yeah, the hockey guys. They won. But so they didn't let us go, which was really sad. But we all were cocky. We were 19. It's like, it doesn't matter. We'll go again in the next one. But it doesn't happen like that, Mike. I mean, you get one shot in life sometime in some opportunity. You don't give me the chances.
That's what I would tell young kids now. Take advantage of your moment.
Exactly.
This won't last for long.
It won't last forever. You're right.
Take advantage of your moment. You have to go somewhere else and prepare for your next journey.
Yeah.
You have to prepare for the next journey.
It's about opportunities.
I didn't understand in boxing. I'm a very lucky guy, and I'm grateful for God or the Creator, whoever. I never had a plan B to get out of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about getting out of it. I was enjoying
it. You're in it.
I thought this was going to last forever. And people are not going to last forever. Man, fuck you. I'm Tyson. I'm a fucking God. It's going to last forever. You crazy. This and that. And then you say, fuck, this shit didn't last forever. When it's going, it's fucking going. Everything else is fucking like osmosis. What happened to that? This and that. It's just all gold.
Right. Yeah.
It all fucking goes.
Time flies,
besides
man.
that, you're going to have some extra fucking lawsuits on you. You're going to have some fucking tax bullshit you got to deal with.
You're going to be in the hole.
Fucked up. Yeah, you're going to
ex-wives.
be in the hole. Oh, no, Willie, that remind me. The ex-wives.
I know, exactly.
Kids come out of nowhere. Who the fuck is that?
Looks just like me, though.
Yeah, who the fuck is You got to start a relationship late with this kid and shit.
It's a life, though. It's part of life, man.
Yeah.
It's what makes us who we are, It's one of those things that, it's a ride, It's a roller coaster, You got ups and you got downs, and it's just you got to ride it. And when you're going down, you got to ride it. When you're going up,
you know what I realized?
No doubt.
That life is about giving it your hardest kick as long as you're living.
Exactly.
Keep fighting hard for what you want in life, and just keep fighting hard and don't give up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's so true.
Breath.
Absolutely.
Your last breath. Don't give up.
Don't
keep
give
fighting.
Up. Exactly.
I see a lot of my friends, they just gave up, died of broken hearts, or killed themselves, or actually physically killed themselves for loneliness, actually.
Yeah.
think it's all over because they don't have no fucking money.
Right.
They think it's over. These are great people, but they think that
right.
nothing if they don't have no fucking money.
Because the society thinks that, you know, there's a measurement. Man. Society's wealth is here. You got to be a certain way. But you don't. It's all in here. It's all in here. You know, it's all in the heart.
You know what a lot of us don't understand? It took me a while that we love you. We glad that you made money with the champion.
Right.
But we loved you before.
Because you, exactly, before that. Exactly.
Had money and
exactly.
Stuff. We don't
it doesn't matter.
Because we have a fucking low
self-esteem. Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it's all about.
To have something.
You're absolutely right.
They love you anyway, but you don't love yourself to realize that.
Right.
You don't see the good quality in you, so they loved you anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And what I try to tell people, Michael, is that every morning and every night I look in the mirror, I brush my teeth, whatever, but I want to be able to like that person I see.
Oh, that's deep.
You like that person you see, then everything else is fine. Oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta like that guy. So you like that guy because of the things that you've done and the things that you're doing and the things that you know and think. So if you do that, then it's all. Everything else is great.
Work on now. Work on liking that guy.
Liking that guy in the mirror.
Yeah.
Because you are a very special individual, a human being. No one's like you. No one's like me. No one's like you. We're all special in our own ways. So we have to understand and give what we can. It's all about what's that dash in between you're born and die. Yes, what did you do in between? What's your dash? What does your dash say?
Dash is a big, small,
That's me.
But it's a big.
And you have a big dash, Michael. You know you've
big dash.
You've inspired so many people by what you've done. You know, in the place that you come from. You come from nothing, and then you build this thing, and it's like it's all gut, but we can see it. It's all grit and gut and heart and just know savages and just do your thing because that's what you have to do. And we realize it. And then we see the sensitive side of the pigeon. And that thing, you know, it's like, wow, this guy is a beast in the ring, but yet he loves pigeons because it's like a bird. It's like, it's so indicative of life because we birds, we want to fly. But yet we want to be tough too. We want to do tough things. But the pigeons, man, that was like, wow, that's really, really deep. So I really appreciate it. I learned a lot about you through that, not even talking to you about it, but understood what it was, you know.
I don't know. I just come from not being nowhere.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you're somewhere and don't know how to really what the fuck to do when you get there.
Right.
What am I going to do here?
Right. Exactly.
Do I really deserve this? Do I own this stuff?
It's again, that's you self-deserve, right? Because if you'd have been confident in yourself, like, man, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is it. No problem. Exactly. But the thing I like to say also, Michael, is that time is our most valuable asset. We can never get it back. The time that we waste. The time that too fast, whatever.
Yeah.
You can't never get it back. So we have to be very conscious of our time. And that's why I appreciate your time that you're going to spend with me. And my time was worth coming here because I respect you that much.
And I'm so grateful that you came here. And life is about our journey.
Absolutely, brother.
We meet in our journey.
Absolutely.
Because our journey will be over shortly.
Right. Absolutely.
And it's just I'm really happy in my journey and the people I've met in my journey.
Right. Well, I just want to let you know, man, if you need me for anything, but I'm going to give you guys my information.
I appreciate that.
If you need me for anything, whether it be whatever, you can call me. I'm always going to be there, man.
Hell yeah, Willie.
For sure.
Willie, do you use any CBD?
I don't yet.
Yeah.
But I got some of the cream that I'm going to try.
Yeah, man.
So I'm going to try that. And the guys, look, I've never drank, smoked, or done drugs in my life.
Yeah.
Just because.
What is that like?
Yeah, what is that
like? I'm always a designated driver, for sure.
Yeah.
Whenever I go with my girlfriends and friends, they always go, okay, you're driving. Okay, great, no problem. And my friends, so it's no problem. But when I started this athletic thing, when I was very young, first of all, I saw people drink and smoke, and they just abused it. And so I was like, oh, that's crazy. Then I said, okay, I'm an athlete. I want to run as fast as I can, be the best athlete I can. If I drink, it's not really going to help me. If I smoke, it's not going to help me because it's going to clog my lungs. I won't be fast. So I'm just not going to do it. So I decided very early not to do it. And I'll tell you a story, which will be in my documentary, is that when I was probably in high school, junior high school, I had a car. So we would go to track practice, and all the guys, it'd be 4 guys. I let the guy drive, and I sat in the back. The guy lit up a joint or a cigarette, and I rolled down the window and stuck my head out and go, what are you doing? I go, well, I don't want smoke.
You didn't even want to inhale.
No, they started laughing. I started laughing too and said, oh my gosh, you're country, you're square. And I go, you're right. So I laughed at myself because it was funny, but it was okay. And I said, guys, it's okay. It's just that I think from a mental standpoint, I think it's not going to help me be the person that I want to be from an athlete standpoint.
I have a 16-year-old son that just totally don't believe in none of that stuff. I have a 20-year-old
that's great.
That loves it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, but but the thing about it is that I never talk bad about anybody who does it. I encourage whatever. I mean, everything in moderation is okay. Everything's in moderation is okay. I mean, a lot of my friends drink. A lot of my friends smoke. Whatever. I just okay, cool. I give it to you. I have it in my house. No problem.
Yeah. No, the great thing about CBD though is that you know psychoactivity.
I know. I believe I've been researching it.
Did you have any concussions when you played?
I probably had several, but back then it's smelling sauce and go back to the game. Can you see one finger? Yeah. Okay, go back to the game.
Guys, what are your? Do you have any benefits through the league now?
No.
Yeah, you don't, right?
They're really, once you retire, I think you get 2 years, and then all your benefits are basically over. I mean, when I say benefits, your health benefits is the main thing.
Right.
Because guys have to pay for insurance, and it's so expensive.
God.
But man, it's something should be done about it, and we're trying to do something about it. But you know, it's a long journey because it's such a system. And I think, you know, because I do work with the insurance company, we can do it. Probably it's going to cost us $15 to $20 million, which would probably be $1 million per team per year. To get all this, probably
nothing.
It's probably 20,000 guys, 15 to 20,000 guys that are ex-NFL players that need insurance.
Yes.
So I'm working on a system to try to do that, but it's such a machine.
I'd
NFL
love to talk with you about that.
Not terrible, but they're huge.
Guys need to have lifetime health insurance.
Well, and the thing about it, Mike, is this. The young guys, they don't really care because they're in it. They're getting their thing done. They don't realize they're going to be where we are in 10, 12 years.
Listen, a guy 52 when I was 20, that was the old motherfucker.
Oh, God, that's right. Absolutely.
Don't say shit, all right?
I know.
You're too
what the fuck do you know about me?
I thought my mom and dad was old in their 30s, and I was like, at 15, 16, I was like, man, you guys are old.
Yeah.
Think about it, man. 50 years old is like ancient.
Yeah.
Well, you know the NBA guys have lifetime health insurance.
Oh, I know they do. Believe me, I know Congress has lifetime insurance too.
Dude,
and they get lifetime payments.
We got to get it.
I mean, we have to. It's a $14 billion industry.
Yeah,
last year they made $14 billion, and 2 years ago,
no doubt,
and growing.
That's right.
So I mean, I think out of that $14 billion, which we helped create.
Yeah.
I think we should be eligible to be able to at least have health insurance. That's a minimum.
Absolutely.
Because our pension is really not that great either.
No.
Think about it. I played 12 seasons in the National Football League. If I retire and get my pension at 55, I make $3,400 a month. $3,400 a month in California gets you buckets.
In LA?
I mean, make it your food and make it pay for your utilities. It won't pay for rent, won't pay anything.
But you're still homeless.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to have a nice
apartment. Exactly. No, not.
It's not
so,
going to be bigger than that.
Right. It's on the poverty level. So it's like, you know, but if you wait to 65, I'll get over $8,000. But this is a key here, guys. Most of the guys in the National Football League, they die around 54 to 55 years of age. So they're not expecting you to reach 65 to get the higher amount. And that's why they do it.
Yeah.
It's all a plan. They understand that if you wait, then you're probably not going to get there. Very few guys are going to get there. So I'm going to try to beat them and make sure I get there.
Yeah.
So that's why I stay in shape and do my thing and everything else. So
we'll see. Man.
Oh yeah. Plus I do other things, but I was very fortunate when I first signed with the Chicago Bears. Instead of taking all my money, I put it into an annuity. So I have an annuity that pays me for the rest of my life anyway from the Bears, which was good.
That's good.
And so I decided not to take all my signing bonus, and I put it into an annuity, which was great. And so it worked out really good for me. And now I do that now with my insurance. I do premium finance insurance. So I give guys insurance now. There's no premiums. And they get a residual income for the rest of their life starting in 15 years, which is good because in 15 years, some guys will be 50, 60, 70, and they won't worry about it. You get 6 figures, which is cool. Premium finance insurance is not for just your family because life insurance is for your family. It's not for you. It's for when you die.
Yeah.
See, premium finance gives you money while you're living.
Listen, I must have health insurance, right? Because I just had an operation and it cost like $300,000.
Yeah, you got to have health insurance. If not, then like $300,000.
No, I used to pay out of my pocket.
Listen. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I had no idea. Fucking surgery cost a couple $100,000.
Oh yeah, easy.
What the fuck?
You got $50,000 just by going in the ER.
Listen, I was never aware of that because they was always play the insurance. You fight the.
Oh yeah, they insure the fight.
Insurance pay for you and stuff.
Yeah.
I started coming out of my pocket. I said, what?
Exactly.
I stopped going to the doctor.
Exactly.
Even if I'm sick,
it's tough.
I'm not going to the doctor. I got to pay
tough.
$500,000 for this.
Yeah.
To check out my cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I know.
That's not right.
Oh yeah, it's not right.
Crazy.
And if you're feeling bad, you go to the emergency room. You're looking at, it could be several $1,000s easily.
That's why people don't see doctors.
We have insurance through Tyson Ranch as well, so
really?
we should talk to you about that.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, for sure. That's what I do. It's good.
I didn't realize the reason I saw my check. I mean, the receipt that I had to get to pay the bill
exactly.
for my operation is $380,000. $380,000?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like $38,000.
Yeah.
$380,000 for an operation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They get you. They charge you for everything.
They'll charge you whatever they want.
They charge you for everything, man. I'm telling you,
That
it's
is
amazing.
not fair.
If you look at the breakdown, it's probably this long.
That's on you.
On you. A scalpel, that's on you. You got to pay for it. Everything. It's crazy.
Somebody had a cup of water to drink.
It's
That's
on you.
$10.
What do you do if you don't have no money? If you're not fortunate to do this stuff?
You're fucked, dude.
You got to fight, man. You got to scrap. You got to do what you can do, man. It's tough.
My dad can't afford health insurance.
It's tough. It is tough. It's tough out there. So that's why I go back to the adage, man. We have to be one nation, help each other. Oh yeah,
I used to come out of my pocket for that.
Absolutely,
insanity.
Then it becomes real.
Yeah, it becomes very real.
Because you know about it, so you've experienced it.
Neither of my parents actually.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's fucked.
I know.
It's a terrible system. I don't know. What do you have any thoughts on?
Well, I think it's going to be universal health eventually.
Yeah,
I mean, like some of the other
be.
nations, like in London and other places, you don't pay for health insurance. Just go to the doctor. It's paid for by the government. But
like
our government,
Sweden and all those countries.
Exactly, absolutely. But our government, when you look at it,
Education's paid for and
Yeah,
everything. I used
exactly.
to pay my daughter education. They killed me.
oh yeah, me too. I mean, I pay.
Yeah, they
I
think
pay,
that I'm still fighting these people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I pay
No,
20.
they think I'm still fighting these people.
Exactly.
The government think I'm still fighting.
They still think you're making 15, 20 million a pop.
Yeah, they think I'm still fighting.
Yo.
I'm serious. They think I'm still fighting these people.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, think about it, guys.
Wait till Tyson Ranch blows up.
15 years ago, when my daughter's in high school, I was paying $24,000 a year for high school. Just for one daughter. I had two daughters. I mean, a daughter and a son. And I was paying, around that for my son. Then when she went to college, of course, she got a scholarship, which was great because she had an academic scholarship, which is amazing. But right now, colleges are probably what, $50,000, $60,000 a year.
Yeah.
Think about that. 4 years, that's $240,000.
Yes.
To Tennessee,
all those trips I make, like the trip I'm making right now to go to Cairo, whatever that, 400,000, whatever that goes to the education.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not getting no fun. I'm not having no fun.
No fun.
I'm paying those I'm paying that note.
Tuition,
the house, the
absolutely.
tuition.
Yeah.
It's gone. It's gone. The fucking the tax. It's gone. Right. I don't get nothing. No play money. I don't get no weed. I don't get no fun. I don't get nothing out of that money.
No, it's gone.
Nothing. No, nothing. And it's not funny. No, it's real. I don't know if you ever experienced it when you have money in a substantial amount of money in your fucking account, and it starts to dwindle.
Exactly.
It
Oh yeah.
to dwindle.
Starts to go down.
Real.
Oh yeah. You look at it and go, wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's real.
Man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That becomes real.
It becomes real.
At any moment, it's going to be nothing in
Right.
there.
Exactly. Yep.
You know what I mean?
You write that last check, and it's
there'll
like,
be nothing in there. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's a real thing.
And then still you gotta pay some bills.
Exactly.
That's the thing. You gotta pay something. You gotta pay to live.
When you grow up, it becomes real.
Yeah.
It becomes
gets
big boy.
real, man.
That's why I tell my kids, stay young as long as you can, man. Don't worry about it. You just
You gotta
do your
prepare
thing.
for the future. I
Be
always
prepared.
tell my kids not to prepare for the future.
you
Absolutely.
don't realize how good you have it when
You
you're
don't
a kid
realize
and
it.
your parents are taking care
You
of
don't
you.
realize at all how good you have it living at home. Not at all.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Amazing.
On to something more positive, Mike. You're going to Cairo, brother.
Tomorrow, yes, I'm gonna see the pyramid.
That's
Holy
awesome, brother.
shit, dude! Are you gonna go
I
in
saw
there?
I saw around 4 or 5 of the natural wonders. I think I got three more to go see.
Good. That's awesome.
Pyramids,
The pyramids. I gotta go
The
to
Sphinx?
England.
Sphinx.
I gotta go to England.
England?
And
Okay.
see Stonehenge.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And the Big Ben?
Huh?
Big Ben in England?
I've seen Ben.
Okay, yeah, okay.
before.
Right.
I don't think that's one of the wonders of the world.
It's not?
No,
Okay.
no.
Right, okay. Oh, you mean the one that's okay, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, man. Willie, you ever been there?
I've
Egypt?
not been to Egypt. I've been to Africa, but not been to Egypt.
I went to Algeria. It was good, but it just looked so scary.
Oh, gee, oh
I
yeah.
had a 7-star hotel in the middle of it's like a bomb. It's all the buildings. You open the window, you saw abandoned buildings.
yeah.
It blew up.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I was in Africa, I saw a mansion that's probably worth $8 to $10 million, and then a hut right next to it,
That's crazy.
made with the little the tin roof,
Yeah.
and like just woods, and like a little video, and then another big house, another mansion, another $5 million house. It's crazy.
And it's scary.
Very scary. If Michael says scary, you know it's
Yeah,
scary.
it's scary.
Right.
Yeah. People don't realize how good they have it in America.
It's the best
No.
country in the world.
Best country in the world.
I've been to all the countries and stuff.
I've been all around the world too.
And
It's the
listen,
best country.
Listen, you talk about racism. Everybody has racism, but listen, imagine a country just because I'm big and strong, I could violate you and you can't go to the police.
Yeah.
That's right now in the other countries. Right now in the world, somebody could violate you, you can't go to the police. 'Cause you go to the police going to take you right to them.
Take you back to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's barbaric, man.
Yeah, there are some things happening around the world that's crazy. And
Crazy.
U.S. is the best country by far. And even
Imagine.
though we're going through crazy turmoil things right now, it doesn't really matter. It'll be okay. It'll adjust itself. It's just part of. Look at our history.
Somebody could violate you, and you could say it's him right there.
Right.
And he has to answer to it. You getting violated in these other countries too. The rest of your life, you're looking at this guy, and nothing could happen.
Nothing happens. Yeah. So we have rights here, which is great.
Scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
Scary thing.
Fuck, dude. Willie, so what do you do these days, man?
So
you got this documentary.
Got the documentary
That's
I'm doing.
awesome.
That's crazy. It's gonna take me a couple years to shoot it. I'm doing financial planning through life insurance annuities and doing some stocks and bonds. And we have a bonding company in Vegas. We do surety bonds for companies when they're building buildings to guarantee it. And I work out a lot. I go to track, UCLA, the gym. I go to the gym, Gold's Gym, work out. I still compete in Masters. I have the Masters world record for my age group all the way down.
Dude.
I've broken 13 world records in a span of 35 years.
Hell yeah, Willie.
Yeah, so I love what I do. I love running, love doing all those type of things. And I love my kids. I have 2 kids. My son's an artist. Mikey
How old are they?
my kid's 27, and my son's 27, my daughter's 31. My daughter just got married last year. My son did a painting of you, and he sold it like right away. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing. He just did a big one of Spike Lee, which I'm gonna show you.
Oh, that's
it's 8 feet by 8 feet. It's amazing. It's huge,
dope.
huge. So he wanted to do something else of you.
See on Instagram?
Yeah, he's on Instagram. It's Gabe Gault.
Gabe Gault.
Yeah, so if you look at it, and I'm gonna show it to you, Mike, which is it's amazing.
The internet
And
here
I'm
is
show you.
not good.
Yeah, it's not good internet here. So I'm gonna get on my here. I texted to somebody. I'm gonna show him the picture that he did of Spike. And my daughter's in real estate. My daughter got married last year to an amazing guy who I really like, and she's in real estate in Beverly
that's
Hills.
dope.
So
Look at that.
That's a picture you did of Spike Lee.
Oh wow.
Show him because
That's
it's big.
dope,
See how
dude.
big he is. Yeah,
Look at that.
you can see how big he is. How
That's
big that
dope
picture
as
is.
hell.
Yeah, that's off the hook.
Yeah, he's 6
I want to
feet.
see the one he did of Mike.
Yeah, I gotta see that. Find that one. Yeah.
Is it a fighting shot?
It was a shot with Mike just here with his boxing glove there. I'll find it. So.
Oh, he did one of the dude, the Big Lebowski?
Yeah, he did one of Big Lebowski.
Jeff
It may be in that one.
Bridges?
Jeff Bridges, yeah.
That's the
So-
shit right there,
Oh, yeah.
dude. That's my shit.
Yeah. Big Lebowski. Yeah. So, but he's
Show
really
you
great,
the
really
first-
I want to know
talented.
the first thing to do about painting. What's the first stroke? What do you do? How
I
do you
know.
do?
We got to get Gabe on the
No,
pod.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Listen, no,
He
how
would
do
love
you-
to do that.
What's the first thing you think of? The first stroke. What am I doing? The first stroke is what?
Right. The
Yeah.
first stroke is you get this imagination. Okay, you imagine what
Can
you
you
want.
concept that? I
You
can't
concept.
understand that. I
I know.
can't
Yeah, I
do
know.
it.
I look. I have a little bit artistic drawing abilities, but nothing like him. So first of all, you come up with the image, and then you got to draw the image, and then you paint the image, or you paint the image and you draw the image. So it's
I
one of
love
those
his
things.
work, man.
Yeah,
It's
thank
dope
you.
as
Thank
hell.
you. Yeah, thank you. It's really cool. He's done a lot of good stuff.
An artist is different than anybody. They have a fucking
Oh yeah.
insight.
They think differently.
Yeah, they have to. 'Cause how do you do that? How do you put something in a mirror and they got to put
In
that
your
on-
mind.
Yeah,
it's just-
exactly.
And
It's
you project it.
You project it, right?
too
Absolutely.
deep.
Yeah, you're right.
And what materials you use? That's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Because he uses, of course, acrylic paint and spray
Yeah.
paint and all medium, mixed medium. So he
That's
does a little bit
sweet.
of everything. Yeah, which is cool.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah. So one of the other things, guys, I want to talk to you
Spike
about.
saw that?
Yeah.
Spike saw it and loved
Yeah,
it. He loved it. Yeah, it's really cool. He really loved it. So it's
Does
8
he
feet by
live
8 feet.
here?
It's huge. Yeah, he's here. He's in Encino.
Gabe lives
Yeah, he
here?
lives in Encino.
Oh, cool.
Well, he lives in Sherman Oaks, which
Nice.
is near me. I live
That's
in Encino.
where I live.
Yeah, really, I live in
Yeah,
Encino.
man. Sweet.
Yeah, but his gallery is at my house, so he comes and paint so I see him a lot.
That's
I used
dope.
to hang out in Sherman Oaks in like the 80s and stuff. We used to always have nice girls.
Oh
down
yeah,
there.
Sherman Oaks, the
Cool
Valley's great.
chicks
Oh yeah,
down
exactly.
there.
Oh,
Yeah?
Oh, big
absolutely.
time,
Where'd you
yeah.
live in
Hell
Sherman
yeah,
Oaks?
No, I used to go
Mike.
visit
Oh,
people in
yeah,
Sherman.
exactly. Right, exactly.
Would you go any clubs in Sherman Oaks?
No, never in Sherman Oaks. Just go to the girls. or the
Right.
girls,
Yeah, I
the
don't
Exactly.
think there's
girls
many
in
clubs
Sherman
there.
Oaks.
Exactly. Should go to clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, one of the things, guys, I want to tell you about the Winter Olympics, and I was in the 1988
Lake
Winter
Placid.
Olympics
Oh, that's
in Calgary. I was there with the Jamaicans.
Oh,
Yeah, when the
sweet.
Bobsled-
Yeah,
Sweet.
Jamaican bobsled. Remember the
Yes.
movie Jamaican
Yes,
bobsled
of
team?
course.
Did they
Cool
smoke?
runnings.
Did they
Oh,
smoke?
yeah, of course.
Fuck, why
Smoking
you never
weed.
Did they offer you smoke?
Before the
Did they
bobsled.
offer you that?
They did.
Shit,
They got, you want some
man.
ganja mom?
Come on.
Ganja
Oh,
mom.
that's
You didn't
dope.
try.
Exactly. I didn't try it. But those guys came to Calgary with all
Wasn't that
summer
beautiful,
stuff.
though?
It was great. It was
Wasn't that
amazing.
beautiful,
It was
that
beautiful.
fucking
It was great.
determination of
Oh
heart?
yeah,
Yeah, it was so awesome.
It was great. They came with no winter clothes, so we started giving them like winter stuff to race in and to wear. And their bobsled was just terrible, so they had to get a new bobsled. And of course, they weren't very good, but it was just the image and the excitement of them being there. And of course, they made a movie about it. And those guys were really cool. Those guys were great.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was great.
Out of all the guys you competed with and played with, and all the athletes,
Right.
From the Olympics, from football, who do you keep in touch with the most?
I stay in touch with my football guys, like Otis and Richard Dent and Jim McMahon. I stay in touch.
Jim is big into cannabis.
Oh, I know Jim is big. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Marcus Allen's one of my best friends. Stay in touch with him. Tim Brown, Jerry Rice, Eric Dickerson. All those guys are my buddies. I hang out with those guys. Dr. J, I see him a lot and hang out with him. Dr. J is so cool, man. This is a cool guy. Dr. J is amazing. And I hang out with a lot of these guys, man. They're really amazing guys, and I see them all the time on the golf course because we have a golf tournaments. A lot of the celebrity golf tournaments, so I see them a lot there, which is good. I mean, because you get a chance to go around the country. They pay for everything, and you play golf, and you get a chance to play golf with your buddies. It's just a good deal.
Great.
It's great.
Hell yeah, dude.
Absolutely. You don't play golf, Mike?
I never in my life. I hit the ball. Listen, what happened one day? One day
get Mike on the links,
no,
dude.
listen to this.
You got to get
one
you
day
out
I'm
there.
getting ready to hit the ball, and I swing, and it leaves my hand. Goes
Oh, shit.
and it's getting ready to hit this car, and I'm like, I'm going to have to pay for this damn car. God, thank God I didn't hit the car.
Exactly. But the thing about golf, Mike, is this. Everybody started there. Everybody started the same place.
Yeah, for
no matter what. Everybody started, couldn't hit the ball. No matter what, you was this big.
And that ball's hard to hit.
It's hard to hit. It's this big, hard to hit. But it's a great sport because it's a great business sport because you have the attention of someone for 3 or 4 hours that you can make deals, you can learn a lot about someone. If they cheat, if they, whatever.
I just walk though. They're playing, I'm walking and talking.
And you can putt.
No, I don't play, I just walk.
And you can putt though, but you can putt too though, which is good. So especially in the celebrity golf tournaments because you play scramble and it doesn't really matter. You got 5 guys to hit the ball, it doesn't matter. Right, exactly. Yeah. So it's really good. But I play a lot of golf. I love golf.
That's awesome. Great. What's your handicap?
I'm probably about a 10 or 12, depending on how much I play.
Good, man.
You'd be surprised how many people cheat in golf.
Oh yeah.
Hell
well, you tell a lot about you.
No, really. A lot of people in golf cheat. That freaked me out. Why are they cheating? How the fuck? What the fuck are they cheating for?
Because they want that score.
Golf,
they want that score
but
lower.
How can you cheat? The fucking everybody's watching you. How the fuck are you gonna cheat? You feel me?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I didn't understand about golf. How are you cheating? Everybody's watching you. You're cheating in front of everybody.
It's crazy.
Ball went way over there.
I know,
I'll just drop one.
I'll just drop one here. Exactly right. Oh, I got it in 2. Or I got it in 4 actually.
Yeah.
These are grown men.
I know.
That freaks
I know
me.
exactly. I know it's crazy.
These are grown men.
That's a trip.
It's a trip because they want their handicap to be, lower.
Yeah.
Instead of working, they want to just don't worry.
Yeah.
That's a give me. And the putts from here to the wall, that's a give me. No, it's not a give me. Right, exactly.
That's not a gimme.
No, that's like
you
a
wouldn't hit the 4-foot putt.
That's a 2-putter, maybe. It's funny, but it's a great sport though.
Awesome.
Do you miss all those times you had? You said, "Boy, we should have more time."
God.
Do you say,
"Of course,
I could do it again"?
Of course. Well, you also, I think, Mike, you miss the camaraderie with the guys and the people and the fans. You miss that. I mean, especially in a team sport like football. Like track is an individual sport, and like boxing is an individual sport. But you have that camaraderie with the team, and you're there, you're training in training camp, and then when you get for the fight, you're all together. It's all for one thing. It's you go out and win, do your best. But I miss that. I miss the camaraderie with the guys on the bus trips and going in town and going to movies, and going to different cities and coming out and playing the game and have that genuine on the next guy you're playing with, and that brotherhood, that brothership, and to understand that we're all fighting for one thing, that's to win a Super Bowl. And we were able to do that one year, and it was so valuable.
That's so powerful, man.
Oh, yeah, so powerful.
Well, that's how it was for boxers and amateurs. We all loved it. We rooted for each other. We fought somebody else and everything. But once we became professional, it came about money.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, bitter enemies.
It's like different. You have your guys. I mean, like someone is a different division, then it's okay. It's like, okay, cool. But if someone in your division is like, okay, you may have to fight him one day. It's like, forget that, man, because I don't want to feel nothing about you. I just want to go out and knock you out. If that was the thing. So, yeah.
That's real talk.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. For sure. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. That's sports, man. Sports is, look, if I was a coach somewhere or parents, I would require my kids to do sports. Sports teach you so much about life.
Character.
It builds character, man. It builds character. It builds, camaraderie. It teaches you how to work with a team. I mean, to be able to be on a team and to be able to work together is what life is all about, you know?
Overcome your fears.
Overcome your fears of being not good enough, or, you know, even if you're not as good as that guy, you can work toward that. I mean, sports give you an opportunity to work to be the best that you can be. I mean, look, I'll never be a boxer like you, the boxer that you were, but I can work to be the best of my ability. And that's what sports is all about. It's about trying to do your best.
About your psychological opinion
Absolutely.
about yourself.
Absolutely.
You know, because there's guys out there that talk, and you know what I mean, and I'm this and I'm that and this and that and I'm this and I'm the best, and they don't have nothing. And there's guys that have everything and don't think much of themselves.
Exactly. Absolutely.
They don't think much of themselves.
Right.
They don't have a good self-esteem, but they do. They got it all.
They got it all. Right. Absolutely.
You know?
And they just don't understand it. It's very interesting.
It's interesting how different guys are like that.
Right. You're right. Yeah. Because of the mind. The mind is crazy. The mind can play tricks on you.
Oh,
do you meditate,
it's not
Willie?
your friend. Your mind is not your friend.
I don't meditate. I think clearly. I don't meditate.
Okay.
I just think clearly
well, yeah,
all the time. I've never, you know, I look, this is what I do. In any situation, I don't rush to judge anything. I take a beat, you know, I think about how it's going to affect me, how it's going to affect my kids, my family, the person around me, and me in the future. And then I make a decision. So I try to never rush and make any decisions. So when you think like that, because we get, you know, sometimes we get in a situation where we're like upset and you've got to make a decision. But go, okay, let me take a beat, 1, 2, 3. Let me think about what I'm doing, and then you do it. Then you react. So if you do that, then you make much better decisions. Because it's all about making a decision. We make a decision either go to the left or go to the right. And if you're in a situation where you're upset, and the left is making you upset, you're going to go there. As opposed to if you sit and think and go, wait a minute, there's danger over there. Let me just go this way. Then you will make that decision. And that's what I try to teach my kids and people I talk to. I go, look, when you're in a crowded situation or in a situation where you're angry, don't make a decision. Think about it first. Think about how it's going to affect you, how it's going to affect your family, your surrounding, the person you're affecting, and you in the future. And then you make a decision. Then you'll make a much better decision. And that's what I try to do. I try to do that every day in my life, and it's just a part of who I am, you know. So
you've programmed yourself.
Programmed myself to do that.
Yeah.
Programmed myself to do that. So
many people, you know, in this day and age, they don't have any like clue about how to do that, though.
They don't because they've never done it.
Right.
Never heard it either.
I had to be beaten into submission.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to do it. I had to be beaten into submission.
Right.
My main objective was destroying myself.
Right.
Not even conscious of it.
Not even conscious of it because that's just the way because you didn't know anything else. That's what you knew. That's where you came from.
I was dying to live.
Yeah.
That's what I was dying to live.
Right. Yeah. I was very fortunate, Mike, that, you know, when I look at my situation, I had a great mother and a father. I still have a great father. My mother passed away a couple of years ago. But I had a great mother and father who was always there for me. They let me make decisions early in my life, like to go to college. They go, look, we're not going to tell you where to go to college. You go where you think you should go, and then if you don't like it, then you blame yourself. You can't blame me, which I thought was very smart for me. And so they were always there. They're still always there. They taught me right from wrong. My mother taught me how to cook. I can cook anything in the kitchen. So
that's awesome.
So I don't really need anything. I can go and do everything myself. So my dad taught me. My dad has a 6th grade education. He knows how to tear an engine out of a car and put it back together. He knows all general plumbing, electrician, carpentry. He did all that. So he taught me all that stuff. So little stuff around my house, I can do all. I can do electrician. I can do little plumbing. I can do, you know, carpentry. I can do all that stuff. So
mechanic?
Because my dad, of course, a little. Now, I don't mess with mechanics because cars these days are crazy.
Yeah.
But everything else I can do. I mean, when stuff break around the house, because when you got a house, Mike, you know. There's always something to do.
Every day.
Always something to do.
Something to do. The plumbing.
A fucking leak in the kitchen.
Exactly.
You get one thing fixed, something else gets fucked up.
It's always something. So I can do those little general things, you know, because I'll call a guy maintenance. Well, I can be there in 2 weeks. Well, I need you now. So I just go and do it. Exactly. So I go and do it. So I was very fortunate to have those type of.
My wife would go on internet and find a YouTube and say, how do you fix the leak?
Right.
How do you fix this plumbing? Find out.
My wife does that too.
Yeah.
And she's like, look, idiot, this is how you do it. And I'm like,
so I just go and do it.
I don't need that.
I just go and do it now. So it's cool. So yeah, it's really cool.
No, but it's good to learn. It's interesting. You know, I'm only 31, but I've owned my home for, 4 years now. It's interesting. I'm like becoming an adult.
Life has changed so much. You know, before it was always the man had to work and the woman had to stay home. Now it's about a family network. We have to work together.
Yeah.
You're right. Work together.
Have to.
You're right. You got to work together. Yeah. It's crazy.
Because that didn't work. The mother staying at home and the father just working. That didn't work. That didn't come successful for the kids.
Exactly.
Didn't work.
Yeah. And it's a different day. It's crazy, especially in California, man. It's crazy.
We have to be in each other's presence as much as possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right.
Communicate.
Communication.
Yeah.
Communication.
Understand communication. That's a key.
That's another thing you learn in football.
Absolutely. Ask for what you want.
Yeah.
You got to ask for what you want. You got to tell them what you want. Tell them what you're going to do. So we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
That's what everything is about, being on the same page.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, Willie, thanks for coming in,
man,
brother.
It's my pleasure. This is great. I thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity.
Any grandkids?
Not yet. My daughter said a couple more years, so yeah. So I'm looking forward to that at some point.
That'll be great.
For sure.
You'll be a fucking badass grandpa.
My kids, man. Oh, yeah, for sure. I ran my kids to death. I used to run them all the time.
Yeah.
They go, Dad, that's enough. That's enough. Let's keep running.
Yeah.
We're tired out.
Hey, man, that's a great thing to instill in your kid.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, exercise and fitness and taking care of your body.
Right. But Mike, I'm gonna get my son to do another painting of him. I want to give it to you.
I would appreciate that.
So
what I want
awesome.
to do is that I want you to find the very best picture of you that you want, something that you want. So I want this paint of me,
cool.
And that's what we're gonna do. Okay?
I dig it.
I'll do it.
That'd
Okay?
be dope as hell.
And we're gonna give it to you. You tell us what size you want, and we'll make it that size.
I'll probably get a family painting.
Okay, whatever you want, man. Okay?
Be dope
That'd be
as
good.
hell.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, brother.
Thanks,
My
Willie.
pleasure, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks,
I
brother.
appreciate it. I'm gonna quick selfie, Michael, here with you.
What year were
Absolutely.
you born, Willie?
I was born in 1960.
Let me just wrap
68.
this.
Your age of my brother.
Oh yeah.
Great episode, Mike.
Thank you very much, Evan. Thank you.
Excellent episode, everybody. Thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your family. We love you guys. Until next time, we're out of here.
Out of here. Peace.